It's Friday, and welcome back to another episode on See Hear Love with my crazy co-host. I don't know what is it with Friday. What is it with Friday that makes us all giddy and crazy?
It's party time.
Man.
Yeah.
Says
It's
the girl
party time.
This is what happens every Friday to us. Every Friday, no matter how heavy the week is.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Because you're just so glad to get to the end of it. It's like you won a marathon. Yeah. That's my Friday face.
Wow. She's like this on Friday and Mondays. And then and the rest of us are like, okay. Anyway, welcome, co-host.
Thank you.
Welcome, Joanna, Abby, and Cheryl to the show. What an inspiring week that has been, Autism Awareness Week. Pretty amazing guests, Randy, Nadine, and Jam. What are your thoughts? Anything that you felt were, wow, what a week of learning about autism. Anything interesting, new that you've learned?
Yeah, I just hope that, like, as it's Autism Awareness Month, that it's actually making people aware.
Right.
That it's just something that most of us aren't thinking about. So I'm so glad, that this is the conversation we've had this week.
Yeah.
To make us and to make our viewers more thoughtful about this issue. Yeah.
That's a good point. Awareness should be about awareness, and that we should actually be educated. And I think also that wanting to learn.
Yeah.
These things happen not just for entertainment purposes. This actually is so that people are educated about what's going on, and especially for autism. For all the guests that came on this week to the show, from story to actually advocacy and why is an abled person like Jam an advocate for 17 years of those with disabilities. Yeah. It's so inspirational.
Right.
Yeah. Abby, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think it's made me aware, and it's made me want to be more available, especially for people like Randy and Nadine, who, might on occasion just need someone to bring a bouquet of flowers by, or, just be a bright light on a tough day. I have no idea what it's like. But I can help bring cheer to people that might need it.
Christmas cheer
and
and
like
autism
Abby cheer and Christmas cheer. Yeah, autism cheer. That's good.
But it's made me more aware and more conscious to think about what other people are dealing with. You never know.
It's good.
You never know what somebody in the Starbucks lineup in front of you is going through that day.
Yeah. Excellent.
So.
For me, I learned that there's so much more going on to the person to my right and my left. And just listening to Nadine and Randy's story, it just awakened me to the realization that we pass so many people, we worship beside so many people, we live in community, and we have no clue what their day-to-day struggles are. And we turn a blind eye to that, and we live in this very myopic view sometimes. And so it just, I love what Joanna said. It made me aware of the issue of autism, but it made me aware of the need to be a community.
Yeah.
Right.
And to sometimes be a voice. I mean, there are times where when funding is cut, or say the government or society doesn't think that our money should go to help those that are the least and marginalized, that we need to stand and be a voice, say no. This is where actually monies do need to be released to help families, because not all families are wealthy that can have, people come in and work with somebody with disabilities or autism. And it's on the mom and dad in the day-to-day to help.
Right.
And so I think that's also important too, as far as advocacy, which we're big on here on, on the show, that we must have a voice towards these things.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad we featured that. Thanks, those are great thoughts. Well, it's Flashback Friday and Fun Friday, and it's time, ladies, for a picture and for you to share your moment with your girlfriends that was incredibly meaningful. So it's a flashback picture of you with your girlfriends, and it was just a moment. So Abby, let's start off with you. Tell us about your picture, who's in it, and why was this a significant moment?
Sure. So this is a picture of me and 3 of my girlfriends, and it's actually from a women's study group that I joined. So this was one of those moments I had I need to do something for me moment, and I joined this women's study group. Totally, I didn't know any of these girls. This picture was taken a year and a half, maybe 2 years after that decision, and it was our last time all together because I then moved to Victoria. But girls, I love all of you, and that group it changed my entire faith walk for the better.
Nice.
We dug deep. We got really, really real with stuff. They walked with me through the messiest and ugliest time of my life. So this photo is very meaningful,
Oh.
and I miss
Nice.
them all. They're still meeting, and they're still changing lives of other women. And yeah, I miss you girls.
Oh, that's good. They're cute.
They are cute. They're very cute.
I don't know if it should be cute. They're lovely. Cheryl, what about your picture?
This picture is me in New York City.
Okay.
And I'm hanging with my girls, and it's special to me because we have a phrase, we call them day ones, and so they're my day ones. And they've been with me walking this journey for a long time, and I actually went on this huge step of faith to really kind of push the vision that I had forward. And we were meeting with some pastors in the city and, you know, trying to set up working with gangs and using some of my art to help with that. And they traveled with me. Like they were like, I'll so into this. And so they, you know, we packed up our car and we drove, and they dressed me from head to toe. I'm always borrowing their clothes. And I made this pitch, and, you know, it went really well. And I just wanted to acknowledge those types of friends that don't just hang out in the fluffy times.
Yeah.
But are saying, you know, we'll walk with you, and we believe in you, and we'll go to the ends of the earth with you, and put our money where it counts, and all of that. That's awesome stuff. Yeah.
Great girlfriends.
Yeah.
Good. Joanna, what about you?
The picture I bring today is from 2006, and it's when I lived in France, and I had a number of people come visit me, but this is some of my girlfriends who I still love dearly today. I was just texting with some of them this morning, actually.
Yeah.
And they're friends that I met in university, and they came over on their spring break to visit me in France. And so one of the girls, we were all so young that no one could rent a car except one. And she also, though, didn't know how to drive manual.
Oh, no.
But that was what you have in Europe. And so we spent the whole trip. I knew how to drive, but I was not allowed to drive. I'm in the front seat. The girl my friend Kate, is learning to drive in the south of France.
Yikes.
And so I've got my hand on the parking brake in case of emergency. I'll pull it. So, like, the back of the car, the other two girls are having a great time looking out the window and singing and joking. The front seat was a very serious situation of life and death. And so we'd be like, first, second, first, clutch, 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 brake, brake, brake. And that was how we learned. And so by the end of the week, she knew. But, you know, it's one of those trips that we still talk about. We've traveled together since, but we still talk about that as a really formative trip for all of us in so many ways.
I love that. It's good. Now, Kim, we didn't forget about you. Sometimes, Kim, I know that you're in Nashville, and we get all consumed around the table here in the kitchen. But hi, Kim. Good to see you there. I hope you're doing well. Share about your picture with your girlfriends, because you probably have like thousands of pictures, and you're trying to probably figure out which one. But share with us today which one you chose.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, I love this. I love Friday. Oh my goodness, it's the best. Okay, don't be mad at me, but my picture is like more of a collage. Because here's the thing, there are so many amazing people in my life that have stuck with me forever and a day, and I just, they're not all like in one picture, like in the same room together. So I did a little collage thing. And Melinda, can I just tell you, I do have a million pictures, you're right. But you are in most of them. Like Melinda's like, I'm like, oh, there's me and Melinda. Oh, there's me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we did that. So you're out on top, man. And Tamara is coming in like a close second. And then I've got like Nadia, and then my girlfriend Carolyn in Seattle, and then my girlfriend Debbie in Florida. And then there's my sisters, Karen and Catherine, who are two of my very closest friends in the world. So if I were to say, hey, here's like my gang, my gang, it would be these girls who I would, call up and Skype, who I have at any moment or any hour, and always walk away feeling encouraged and refreshed, always. And I read somewhere someone said to someone, when you're thirsty and someone gives you a tall, cold drink of water, that's who you are. So in this collage are those women that when I'm thirsty are that tall drink of water. And I love that, and I'm just so blessed with it. So anyway, I love this. This is so fun, and it's so good to go back through pictures. Anyway, okay, so I love Friday. Have I mentioned that already? All right, Melinda, let's talk about your girlfriend.
Thanks, Kim. That's awesome. And what a great memory to share. This is my picture. This is from November 2008. These are my girls, and we call them Squad, Tribe. They've been with me for at least 11 years. But this is significant because this is actually where I was speaking along with my co-host of Full Circle TV and Lisa Bevere. Some of you might know her. She's an author and speaker. We were all speaking in Niagara Falls at a big conference. And these are my girls who come to a lot of my events and who I've been meeting, doing girls' weekends, once or twice a year with them. We do a prayer email all the time. Nice. We have celebrated many New Year's and anniversaries, marriages, anniversaries, birthdays, everything. We love to dance and celebrate. And we've also, we shared a lot of heartbreaks and other pain too. But this is really significant picture because as I look at it from 2008, I've realized that same picture is actually every single year. We have that same kind of picture because these girlfriends are my girls. That's awesome. Yeah, I just think that it's so important. And, I guess for viewers and for, us, we're so blessed to have girlfriends. Like we're saying that. But from some of the feedback I've received, there are a lot of women out there that don't have what we have.
Well, we are your
exactly.
girlfriend.
That's what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I wanted to pick this is that to, not to say, hey, look at us.
Yeah.
Look at all the girlfriends we have. It's to encourage viewers and people who are watching to say, hey, we can be a part of that.
Right.
And some have already connected with us on Facebook and, on Instagram and through Say Hello to just say, hey, you're part of my day now. And that's really encouraging. And I think that's why it's so important that we did that.
A See Her Love sleepover.
Oh, my.
Every one of our viewers.
Sure. Okay. Good idea. Good idea. Girlfriends listen to ideas and not sometimes implement them.
I really like my own bed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll have
But
a
I love
sleepover
those
with
pictures
you.
of girlfriends. Like I honestly, we'll give a shout out to all the girlfriends in our blog post because I think it's important to say name, like, the girls in my picture. These are, they're from Ottawa now and up in near Montreal and all across the Greater Toronto area, but we all are committed to meeting together. And I think that's really important that girlfriends, sometimes there's challenges with girlfriends, but when you make the decision to commit and to share life together, it's so life-giving. It's amazing.
I
so
agree.
Thanks for that. And it'd be fun, you're right, to get all of our girlfriends together at some point.
But we don't have to have a sleepover. We just get together.
Joanna has this issue about the sleepover. I know.
I just like sleep so much.
Yeah.
It's very protected.
Love the flashback of girlfriends, and for viewers, send us your pictures of girlfriends, and we'd love to feature those if you want to post them up on Facebook, because we're going to be mentioning this on our post. So please do that. All right, well, let's transition from flashback to today's favorite thing is our favorite proudest moment to date. That's a big one. It's sort of like our favorite moment to date. That's a big one, and we're going to kick off with Joanna. Because I know that you must have many of those moments.
I find the question really awkward.
Really?
Actually.
Why?
Because it's not a good virtue of a Christian to be proud.
Oh,
So-
come on.
No. I'm saying this is how
We celebrate what God has done.
So,
All right,
the context that I come from, that's not something I talk about. So, so I don't actually really know what to say. I've done some nice things in my life.
Can
Okay,
I call one out?
Oh, okay. Brag on Joanna.
What about when you completed your master's?
Yes.
Okay.
After that was huge.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
stopped
yeah.
and started a few times.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
know that was a big deal for you.
Okay. Last spring, so 2016, I finished my master's in theology.
Yeah, that's
And
huge.
I had
Huge.
I had said I would do it by the time I was 30, which I did. And
Come on,
Hey, that's
girl.
amazing.
Excuse
but
me,
I
hello.
quit a
Great.
bunch of times.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
And so
Like
it
we
was,
do.
You're right. It was
You
like
did it.
a moment of triumph because I love learning, but I don't like school.
Oh, yeah.
So it was painful.
Okay,
but it's
but
over
that's
now.
a major
huge.
moment.
That
And
is.
we are
It is.
celebrating here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
you're right.
great,
You're right.
proudest,
That was
favorite
good.
moment.
That was good.
Okay, good. We're going to, over the year, we're going to pull her out.
Pull her out.
All right, Abby,
Okay.
your moment.
Okay, well, I think I have to go with, it actually was a Facebook memory of mine this year, or this
Okay.
week, from a year ago. And it is when I got up on stage for the first time ever And it was at a Gather Women conference in Surrey, BC.
Nice.
And I had been asked by a wonderful friend of mine, Helen Burns, to share an I am statement.
Shout outs to Helen.
Helen,
Yeah.
I know she watches
you're
the
amazing.
Yeah, she does
Helen.
watch. And
Yeah. And it was an I am, and the woman I represent is statement. And so it was the very first time I wrote something and got up on stage and shared it and essentially bared my soul and shared my story. And
Wow.
it was
Way to
kind
go.
of, it was a big moment. I stood up on a Christian stage and announced that I was divorced, essentially. But and I don't say that to say I'm proud to be that, but to say I was standing there as a picture of survival
Transparency
and
too,
beauty
yeah.
from the
Good.
ashes.
Yeah,
So
love that.
that
Way to
would be
go.
it. Thank you.
And hopefully there'll be more opportunities for you to do that down the
Yes.
line. Excellent. I know, Kim, you've been listening in and so engaged. Tell us about your proudest favorite moment to date.
You girls are so amazing. Like, really. I am sitting over here going, oh, that's really cool. Okay, so, yeah. This should be an easy thing, and it is in some ways. Like, giving birth to my kids, of course, very proud moment. And then last year, marrying Brian, very awesome moment. But I have to say, I just kind of really thought it through. What are the things I've done? I've done awesome things in my life. Not like I'm this great, awesome, I've been lucky enough to be in amazing things and opportunities. But I have to say that probably my proudest moment to date, and I might cry, was last year, just before we left Canada, and my children both wanted to be baptized. I am going to cry. There's something about that just kind of does something to your whole heart, because all you want, you just want your kids to be awesome. And I want my kids to love Jesus and to know who he is. And I've tried, my whole life to do that. And maybe my whole 7 years as a single mom is my proudest moment, because they were my hardest moments. And they wanted to be baptized at our church, Central in St. Catharines, by their youth pastor, Alex, because he, of course, spoke into their life for so many years. And we were part of that church for 13 years. And it was our family. It was our extended family. So last year, they both got baptized, and I stood right at the front of that stage, and I screamed, and I cried, and I yelled, and it was just this surreal, amazing moment, just watching them, just be so genuine in that decision to go, what, I love Jesus. I want to follow him for my life. I know that I do. And I want to declare it, loud and clear and in front of everyone. And so that's got to be mine right now. That's the moment for me. It was last year, just last year, that my babies, Kai and Serena, who are now 13 and 16, got baptized. Oh, so good. Life is good. God is good. And so that's that. That's mine. Okay, Cheryl, what's yours?
Wow, kudos to you, Kim. Hand clap, awesome. For me, I was awarded the Harry Jerome Award for social advocacy.
Amazing.
And for those that don't know, the Harry Jerome Award is the highest national level, Canada-wide, for African Canadians. And so, it's been just a whirlwind of being blown away that I was chosen out of hundreds and hundreds of people. And I didn't apply for it. You're nominated. Out of hundreds of people, they pick 20. And so I'm just really, really happy. And I thank God for it. And it just acknowledges the work that I've been doing. And it just made me feel like I was seen and heard.
It's definitely deserved.
And deeply loved by us and proud. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
We'll put some stuff about that on
Yeah, for sure. You know that. Amazing. Well, mine is, and I was thinking about that because, I've gotten a few awards and whatnot, but I think to date my proudest moment has been marrying Chris Orm. And significant, one of my favorite pictures is I'm up now of our family, which would have never dreamed of, but this is us having fun at the wedding. And it's been just over 6 months, which I can't believe. And I think it's one of those moments because first, I didn't think I would ever remarry again. And second, I never thought that I would actually find a man like Chris. And I know it's a gush on him, but a man that really complements just my own personality and needs and not expecting it. So there's that part of where I said to God, I don't want any more relationship after, my divorce. And so I was just like closed. Like I really was like, no. And then God just sort of worked his way, and Chris worked his way. And so it's a pretty amazing achievement and a really proud moment for me on our wedding day.
And gives hope to a lot of women.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I think so. I've been getting a lot of feedback about that moment. And so, yeah, I'm here to say that, you can find love again in unexpected places. And that's a whole nother
never
story.
too late, girlfriend. He is right around the corner. Okay.
I think you got lost.
Oh, I love you guys. Those are such great moments. What a perfect way to head into our weekend. Thanks for sharing. I love that we can share and cheer on achievements, even though sometimes we have to pull it out of some of our co-hosts.
Strange.
We can celebrate awards like Cheryl and just really standing up and speaking. So here's the thing that I want to encourage you viewers. I hope we inspired you that maybe it's time for you to look through photo albums or your Facebook albums or scrapbooks and remember some poignant, memorable moments yourself. There's times where I think it's great to look back and see where you've come from, what you've done, and how far God has taken you because he's got you and he loves you. And that's our encouragement as you head into the weekend. So check us out on Facebook and Instagram and seehearlove.com for more resources and thoughts from us. And we will see you on Monday. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.